Welcome everyone to the finals of the Fanfest 2012 PvP tournament.
Hello everyone out there on the internet.
Hello at home. I'm Ravy from Pandemic Legion.
I'm Zastro from Goonfleet.
And we are your commentators for this match. Behind us, we have the teams that have fought their way all the way to the finals. You can see behind us, I think on the stream, the bracket that they made their way through. On my right, we have the team from Hydra Reloaded. You may have heard of them from the Alliance tournament.
And this time, for the first time ever, we have the corporations are the actual people who are in those corporations in EVE. Two of these people are in Hydra Reloaded and played in the Alliance tournament last year. They are perennial favorites, and they are looking to take the prize again today. On the other side, we have Wolf's Brigade, who are apparently faction warfare noobs and have never been in an Alliance tournament before, but they've made it this far.
Yes.
These guys are now playing for the first place prize, which is an Alienware X51 gaming desktop. They've already won a variety of prizes. The second place was the NVIDIA GTX 480 graphics card. Both teams have won that and will be collecting that before they leave. They will also be getting a variety of wonderful Logitech gaming accessories, such as a G19 gaming keyboard, the G700 wireless gaming mice, and the G930 wireless gaming headsets. Third place prize also.
Yeah, the excellent teams that came third and fourth also are getting those Logitech accessories. So everyone that made it to the semifinals is coming out of this really well.
But this is a grudge match for the big prize, the gaming desktops. So thank you, Alienware, for those desktops, and best of luck to the teams here.
For those that haven't seen the matches so far, the way the rules work for this tournament, very similar to last year's FanFest tournament, it's fighting for control of a factional warfare bunker. The way you control it is by having a ship from only your side within 10 kilometers of the bunker. You're allowed to come back from the station as often as you want. When you die, you can reship and come back. And the ships allowed are Tech 1 frigates, Tech 1 cruisers, destroyers, assault frigates, and Tier 3 battle cruisers. What we've been seeing so far in the preliminaries is a whole lot of Tier 3 battle cruisers sprinkled with some strong tanking assault frigates.
Yeah, the Tier 3 battlecruisers have been probably the most popular ships that we've seen, but the more successful teams use a mix of ships, the assault frigates to hold the bunkers and keep them contested, while the battlecruisers behind them provide the firepower.
And kudos to the EVE Balance team, by the way, because those ships that are they're really popular in these matches are all ones that have either been new or received big buffs in the past couple months.
Yeah, they're cool. All right, 15 seconds left to fit your ships. These guys will have as many ships as they get to fit in the next 5 or so minutes, but it's all about control of the bunker. It is not about how many ships explode.
When they initially warp in, they're going to be warping to a beacon. They can warp at any range that's 20 kilometers away from the bunker. You're allowed to go as far away from the bunker as you want. There's no arena boundary, but you have to have someone within that 10 clicks.
Okay, everybody, all players undock. Click your undock buttons right now.
While we were talking, the teams behind us have been fitting out their ships. They were given some time to prepare, and now they're undocking and getting ready to align to the beacon.
Everyone align to the beacon and await the order to warp. We should perhaps get somewhere where we can actually see what's going on. Just undock, see what happens. Yeah, just ignore any error messages you guys may see. Everything's working as intended, I promise.
So once these teams arrive at the beacon, it's just like the Alliance tournament. They will sit there, not moving, not shooting for a few seconds until all the cameras are ready, and then we'll give them the go-ahead to start firing.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. Everyone align to the arena. Get ready to go. Do your pre-game warm-ups.
Everybody align.
Stretch those mice fingers. Get your game face on. Say goodbye to your loved ones.
10 seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warp to the arena at any range. Do not lock or shoot anyone until we say go.
These guys have been doing this all day, so they know the drill. Very soon, you'll be seeing the teams arriving at the beacon.
I'm so excited, Ravy. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Do you have a pick? Who's your favorite?
It's hard to bet against Hydra, but I would love to see Wolf's Brigade win.
Wolf's Brigade has been...
Wolf's Brigade, I have got a huge amount of respect for you guys.
Like I was trying to say earlier, there's only 2 Hydra people on this team. Maybe the hobo that they picked up on the street will be the ball and chain that drags him down.
We have been seeing some very, very clever tactics from both sides. I'm not going to give it away because the most clever stuff was last match and they didn't see each other, so they might reuse it.
And here we see those Tech 3 battlecruisers, which have been so popular for the rest of the tournament. Oracles, perennially popular. Also, we see a Talos out here.
All right. On the right-hand side of the screen up here is the Hydra team. The left-hand side is the Wolf Brigade team. So what you'll see here, the ships from Hydra Reloaded, 2 of them have warped in at range, 1 of them have warped in at 0. While the Wolf Brigade team have 2 of them warped in right at 0 and 1 of them warped in a little bit behind.
All right, everyone get ready. We're about to get started. On my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's blow up some spaceships.
We are going to see a lot of explosions very fast. Tier 3 cruisers, or battle cruisers, are not known for their ping.
Ships are going down very quickly.
That's beautiful. Already have 1 of the Wolf Brigade Taluses down. And while they're working on the Hydra close range Oracle, the one that warped right in at 0.
What we've been noticing throughout the tournament is a team that gets early control of the field, that gets early control of the bunker, has had a massive advantage in keeping it for the rest of the time. There's a 5-minute timer to capture the bunker and 15 minutes in the round.
With the Blaster Taluses, it looks like Wolf Brigade's plan was to get in close, stay right on the beacon, and just wreck everything that gets within range of it. Hydra has been doing an excellent job all tournament of using the range of Oracles to win fights without losing their ships, and then moving in and taking the beacon afterwards.
It's a bit of a gamble because some of those ranged Oracles have had difficulty taking down some of the assault frigates that get in close. You can kill stuff when you're out of range, but you're not going to control the beacon, so you're taking a risk when you're out that far.
Like as of right now, the beacon is starting to be controlled by Hydra. You'll see it counting down. The way it'll work is once that gets to 0 for any team, the match is over. If the other team, if Wolf's Brigade was to take the beacon right now, it would show them needing 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
It's a tug of
war. All the way down.
So the longer that Hydra controls the beacon at the beginning of this match, the more time it would take Wolf's Brigade to win it if they came back and fought Hydra off the bunker.
Hydra right now has strong control of the beacon. And yes, so far, whoever has gotten that early control has usually won. It's been extremely helpful to be able to catch them as they're warping in.
So now Wolf's Brigade is reshipping, getting those ships at, they had 5 minutes to fit as many ships as they could before we got started here. And now they're jumping back to the station, trying to get in those ships and get back and try to kick Hydra off the bunker.
What's going to be really interesting to see is whether or not they go back with exactly the same ships or try to switch something up. Maybe try to look for something that could counter Hydra's setup.
What we've seen throughout the tournament is a mix of strategies here between some teams will just throw as many ships at the bunker as fast as they can to keep it contested, and others will go in as a wave. As we can see, Wolf's Brigade is taking their time to get together and probably come back in as a group.
In general, warping in all together, aligning first, getting in there all at once has been by far the better strategy.
Yes. Occasionally. Some of these games that have come down to the last minute, especially when they had assault frigates out there contesting the bunker, it's just been about who's been out there the most. With one guy, one hero assault frigate, if that's all it takes, just to keep the enemy team from capturing.
So as you see right now, Hydra has gotten below the 3-minute mark. They are now 2 minutes and 49 seconds away from winning the match, if uncontested.
The longer Wolf's Brigade lets Hydra sit there on the bunker, the harder it's going to be for them to come back and take this bunker back. Because now both timers started at 5 minutes, but now it's going to be 7.5 minutes that Wolf's Brigade would have to sit on the bunker to capture it.
However, they can't afford to warp in and just get slaughtered right away. They need to get in there and take down these Hydra ships, which is going to be difficult because the Hydra team is spread out. They have one Oracle right on the beacon. The rest of them are out at range sniping. Catching all of them is going to be very difficult.
And here they come. Wolf's Brigade is back on the grid. At this point, some of the Hydra ships still have damage from the earlier scuffle, so it makes it a little bit easier for Wolf Brigade to take over the field now.
As you'll see, Wolf Brigade has switched one of their taluses, or you will see once they get locked, they've switched one of their taluses to a tornado. Hopefully it's going to give them a bit more range, which might be what they need. Oh yes, it was the Oracle they switched for a tornado. Sorry.
So, despite the advantage that Wolf's Brigade has by coming in and dealing with damaged Hydra ships, Hydra's doing pretty good, holding the field.
As you saw there, once Wolf Brigade killed the one Hydra ship that was on the beacon, they started capturing it themselves because the remaining Hydra ships are at range. So even though Hydra has more ships on the field right now, it's ticking actually in Wolf Brigade's direction.
And as you can see, because Hydra was sitting on the bunker for so long, it's going to take 8 minutes for Wolf's Brigade to tug of war the bunker back in their favor.
We have 10 minutes left in the match. 10 minutes left in the match.
The total time of each of the match is 15 minutes, and the timers to capture started at 5.
So if we get to the end of that next 10 minutes without one team winning, though it definitely could happen if Hydra holds on to this with only 2 minutes left on the timer. But if we don't, then whichever team has it on their side will win at that point, which right now would be Hydra. Both of these teams have done a great job of countering opposing setups as they've gone. This is the same Hydra setup that they used last round, and I believe it's the same Wolf Brigade setup that they used last round as well. I think they found something that they really like, and they're going to see how it works.
These teams are big fans of the T3 battle cruisers. Just use the big guns and do as much damage as they can. And it's working for them since the other teams aren't using any of the assault frigates to try to make it difficult to track them with those big guns.
What I've been seeing is Wolf Brigade's been using a lot of webs and painters with their taluses to take down the opposing assault frigs, while Hydra's been relying on using range. Get far enough out and the transversal drops and you can actually hit the small ships.
We will turn to CCP Streaks for our official time.
Streaks has the time.
The official iPhone app time is 8 minutes and 15 seconds.
8 minutes and 15 seconds left in the match. So far, Hydra has a commanding lead.
Although at the moment it is ticking towards Wolf Brigade's side, but that talus is going down pretty fast. I think Hydra's strategy of staying at range, picking off the opposing ships, is working pretty well. The best bet Wolf Brigade may have would be if they could somehow get a warp in close to the Hydra oracles. You are allowed to warp in at any range you want. You're also allowed to make bookmarks and go from there for when you return.
Right now, we're seeing the one Talos come in and try to be a hero to contest the bunker.
And he is surviving quite long. I think that guy has a pretty strong tank on him, relatively speaking, of course.
The thing about these T3 battle cruisers is they're not good at being the one hero tanking ship. They're all pretty crunchy, and compared to these being hit with these battleship guns that are coming up next to them, they just can't stand up. So 1 minute and 50 seconds left until Hydra captures the bunker and takes home these wonderful Alienware desktops.
Yeah, at this point, Hydra has a very commanding lead. It's going to take something special for Wolf's Brigade to take this back.
Wolf's Brigade is now back in their station, refitting their ships, trying to come up with a setup that's going to counter the the powerful Hydra Oracle strategy that they've been using so far.
It's worth noting that neither of these two teams have faced each other yet. So this is the first that they've seen of their particular strategies.
It's been a single elimination tournament, so
Yeah. Plus,
with each
they've all
round,
been
it's a
fighting
new-
at the same time, so they haven't had an opportunity to really watch the other team's matches.
Once again, ignore the error messages on your screen. That's working as intended.
It looks like Wolf's Brigade has realized that the only way they're going to take this is if they could turn it around with a real hero ship. So they are bringing their ships in as quickly as possible, it appears.
Wolf's
With one
Brigade is-
Talos right in.
They've given up on trying to group up and come to the bunker all at once, and they're just throwing bodies at the bunker to keep it contested. And it's with
Already down.
With these T3 battlecruisers are using, it's just not working.
3 Oracles are a really, really tough group to counter. The only real natural predator of an Oracle is the Test Alliance bomber.
The Hydra ships all have pretty significant damage on them, but there's nothing that the Wolf's Brigade guys can do coming in one at a time. They just
They're now down to
explode.
41 seconds left on the bunker.
There are wrecks all over the field. I love seeing blown up spaceships. It makes me so happy.
Those wrecks can be important because you can warp to them as well. There is now 5 minutes left in the match. 5 minutes left in the match.
But only 20 seconds left on the timer. At this point, I don't think Wolf's Brigade has a chance. It's all Hydra all the way.
Even if Wolf's Brigade took the beacon right now and Hydra just went and docked up, there actually wouldn't be enough time for them to take it all the way back.
4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations!
Congratulations
Hydra Reloaded!
to Hydra Reloaded!
Winner of the
Fanfest
tournament.
2012 tournament victors.
Hydra Reloaded will be taking home Alienware X51 gaming desktops. Congratulations, guys.
All right, we don't have the desktops here yet. That's going to get mailed to them, but we've got the rest of the prizes. Video
all
cards,
this-
mice,
all
keyboards,
this swag.
headsets.
Good
Congratulations,
games.
guys.
Good work, second place winners.
Excellent work to Wolf Brigade as well.
Excellent
Unknown, first time in this tournament, coming in, doing a great job.
Okay. So, Wolf's Brigade. Whoa! We have a man down! Man down! If you
Not
guys
even the
couldn't
pub
see
crawl
that,
yet.
one of the Wolf's Brigade members hurled himself from the stage in shame. Tell me, how do you feel?
But he is alive.
He is alive. Can we get a round of applause for Wolf's Brigade, everyone?
Good job. Excellent work.
Could I get all the? Could I get both teams up on the stage? Come,
Come on.
come, my friends. Come talk to me. Yeah, and what's your step? A Wolf's Brigade guy can tell you all about that.
Very nice.
Come onto the stage,
Come on
my
up.
Wolf's Brigade friends.
I'm up, but I might fall.
Yeah.
So Wolf's Brigade, did you have who was your team captain? Who developed your strategy? So what were you trying to do up there?
For the most part, it was resist tanking. We had it set up to specifically tank the oracles. Unfortunately, they had the range on us, and we just couldn't apply enough DPS quick enough to break the oracles and get them off the field enough so that we could get a hold of the field. Once they had possession,
Once you realized that Hydra had the field and you were going to have to chase them off it, did you change your strategy up at all? Did you try to think of how you were going to get them off the field?
we did have a couple other setups that we pulled out. We had a range oracle and whatnot, and we did modify the fittings a little bit for range, but we didn't have any other ships per se that really would counter it effectively, so we were kind of stuck with what we had.
So in the pre-match fitting, you just didn't fit the kind of stuff that you needed to get Hydra off the field?
We had a couple, but what they had, we didn't have the
Very
correct
tough to
counter
counter.
to.
All right.
It's hard to predict what they're going to do
Some questions to
beforehand.
Hydra as well, but first we'll show you some of the stuff that all of these guys have won. The computers, just Hydra's won, but this stuff is stuff that both of these teams, for their excellent work, have all won.
Let's see what we got here.
This in bubble wrap.
Yeah, somewhere in this bubble
in
wrap.
this, yeah, no, is the NVIDIA video card.
That's quite a video card. They get bigger every time.
That is a big heatsink.
Yes.
We also have a Logitech wireless gaming mouse.
a wireless gaming headset. Look at this wonderful thing so you can hear everything that's going on. And perhaps you could use more advanced technology than what we had here, which was the shout at the guy next to you method of communication.
And we also have a Logitech G19 gaming keyboard
I have one of these at home.
with all the macros that Sreegs will get kind of angry at you about.
All right, so here again are your victors. Hydra Reloaded. My friends, will you take a bow? Take a bow. Congratulations. Thank you guys for watching our PvP tournament. Congratulations to Hydra Reloaded. And don't forget to come to the Battle of the Bands later.